Hello friends. So in this particular slide, we are going to talk about stakeholder management lifecycle. So we are going to study here stakeholder. So if a stakeholder is there, we are going to manage a stakeholder. That means we are going to engage with that stakeholder. We are going to engage with that stakeholders and we are trying to manage their stakeholder. So if a stakeholder comes into place, then there is an entire life cycle. So there's a point when a stakeholder comes into picture and there's a point when the stakeholder life ends. So the point at which it starts and the point at which it ends, it actually encapsulates the entire life cycle of a particular one stakeholder. And how are we going to manage the entire life cycle? That is called stakeholder management life cycle. So there are different stages and it depends upon the team we are trying to manage, the project we are trying to lead. So it depends on different circumstances, what type of different stakeholders are we trying to manage and what type of life cycle it would be. So suppose there is a project and we have started a project. So till the time project has not started, there are no stakeholders related to that project. So once a project has started, there are different stakeholders which comes into picture and those stakeholders have a vested or they have a stake or they have an interest in that project. And that is why those stakeholders are related to that project. So if we are trying to manage a project and if we are trying to deliver a project successfully, then we have to manage all the stakeholders which are associated with that project successfully in order to deliver the project successfully. And the entire management of those stakeholders encapsulates this concept of stakeholder management lifecycle. So let's talk about the first step, which is initiate a project. So a project is initiated. So that's a step one. So a project is initiated and there comes the project sponsor, there comes the project lead, there comes the developer who would develop the code, there comes the designer who would design the entire architecture, there would be testers, there would be end users, there would be third party people, there would be support teams. So there were different stakeholders. So once we initiated a project, there comes the stakeholders in picture related to that project. The second step is identifying stakeholders. Identify stakeholders is the process of identifying stakeholders and analyzing such information as their interest, influence, and need in the project. And depending upon their interest, influence, and need in the project, we try to create a kind of tracker in which we keep all the different stakeholders at different places and then we analyze in terms of what is their stake in that project, how much are they going to influence in that particular project, how much they have interest in that project, what is the need of these stakeholders in those projects, and at which and different stages these stakeholders will have different interest and different stake in the business or project. There comes the third step. Once we have analyzed the stakeholders' interest, their influence and need in the project, there comes the next step, which is managing stakeholders. So managing and controlling stakeholders means proactively communicating with stakeholders to meet their needs and foster appropriate stakeholder engagement. And controlling stakeholder engagement means process of monitoring stakeholder engagement on a regular basis, on a periodic basis, and adjusting strategies in order to manage them successfully so as to increase the effectiveness of stakeholder management. So that is called managing and controlling stakeholders. That means we are going to change and adjust our strategies basis at which stage of the project we are in. So a project has different stages. So depending upon which stage of the project we are in, we are going to adjust our strategies to manage these stakeholders. The last step is that this is our target, this is our motto. That at the end, when we are saying that the project is a success, we have delivered the project successfully. That means all the stakeholders should be satisfied and should be happy. So that is a stakeholder management life cycle. In the next slide, we're going to cover each of these stages and each of these stages of these life cycles one by one in detail. Thank you.